we all had a little bit of an interesting sexual education, I would say. And I remember one of my first sex education lessons. Let me read it out to you. I still have the curriculum saved. Here's my favorite from Stone Temple Pilots. It is Sex Type Thing. There's just a boy wants to get close to a girl, needs to get close to a girl, will hurt the girl if he can't. Now, I see that's interesting. He's taking no excuses. He's not buying into your apathy. Look, looks like someone saying no to something. I am. I said I want to get next to you. I said I'm going to get close to you. You wouldn't want me have to hurt you too. Hurt you too. It's interesting. I tell you, I ain't buying into your apathy. I'm going to learn my philosophy. You want to know about atrocity? That's my philosophy. I said you shouldn't have worn that dress. Now, these lyrics are a little bit provocative. Again, I know you want what's on my mind. And then, here I come. Here I come. This song rips. You're not wrong, Dan. The song is... But to listen to this as a child is so rich. It's very rich. Again, we go to the bottom. Here I come. Continues another 7 times or whatever. Here I come. I come. I say this is an interesting song for 1992. Depending on how old you are. A lot of you, I guess, probably weren't born. But I find this to be an interesting sexual education. If you have a TV in your living room. You know what they said about having a TV in your living room? Now this is what it kind of turns into. You see this chains? A bit Hellraiser. He's playing the drums. Now look, she shouldn't have worn that dress. Now look, there's Scott Weiland. I know he's stinking. He's got chains on. They're rattling. There's chains everywhere. I'm watching this in 1992. And I mean, people are playing the guitar. Look at this. Jeez. The video is pretty good. She shouldn't have worn that dress. Look. This video it's honestly one of the greats. We all know this. Like this 1992 for grunge was super, super insane, super hellish, super violent. Rusty Cage, Chains, Spoon Man, Heroin. You know everything that came out in the mid, late 80s into the 90s, the Seattle scene. I don't know if people know that stuff, but it's a good video. Look at this video. It's crazy. And the song is pretty right. I'm not going to lie. Who doesn't remember this song? Have you ever seen this song? Hey, it's playing. Have you ever seen this? That's an interesting song. My favorite inside source. Wow. Well, you see, this is the classic that I always come back to. I'm not the only one. A lot of times they write songs about their own abuse and their own addictions and, a lot of times their initiations. Like Prison Sex by Tool. Which I find is rather interesting. And it always seemed to me about the artist's own... it's about the artist's own experience being raped or raping. And I don't mean that literally because what's the point of even implying that? Lyrics like that in songs is absolutely crazy. Now, I grew up with Tool, been raped with Tool forever. You got a freaking weird bald guy. You got a weirdo bald guy there writing lyrics about like this. He's recording this in the studio, and then you're listening to it. It's so good, so good. 91, another good year. Here's some more. This is all Seattle stuff. A lot of it's Seattle stuff. A lot of it's hardcore. Okay, you got this in 91. You got They're Farming Babies. You learn about baby farms in 1991 and what that entails. Some of these lyrics are pretty interesting. They're farming babies while slaves are working. The blood is on the table. Their mouths are choking. I find it interesting that there's this level of atrocity and abomination in popular music coming out of Seattle from the 80s and into the 90s. I just find it very hardcore that I've never forgotten. For decades, 30 plus years later, I've never forgotten this stuff. So I knew it was crazy. Black Hole Sun, this, Pretty Noose, I don't know. Rusty Cage, I don't know. Spoon Man. Hey, there's a lot of good stuff out of Soundgarden. It's arguable. But this is very interesting. Anyway, what's the point? Let's continue to some pop. This is just classic lyrics. Like, what am I supposed to say about this stuff? First inspection of this, that it is about some sort of a relationship or a lover or whatever the hell. I have no idea. You know, only you can be the aching in my heart. My enemy. Okay. The only animal I couldn't fight. It's kind of weird. Blah, 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 blah. Baby, I'm on my knees. She's always on her knees. Baby, I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. Everything you say, I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. He's an enemy. He's an aching in the heart. Only you, only you, only you, only you. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. You can see the emptiness in me. I'm on my knees. I'm on my knees. I would put forth, this is about the devil. This is a love song to the devil, and is not a love song about a lover or a boyfriend or whatever. This is a religious rite from temple prostitution. I would put that forth, that this is about an initiation or a marriage to Satan. That's what this is about. It's not about what you think these people have relationships. She's on her knees. She's on her knees. It's the emptiness she feels, the aching in her heart, her enemy. This is about the devil. And that means that if this pop song is about the devil, the love songs, all the love songs, that means all pop love songs are about the devil. I will apply my law once more to that as well. This is the most striking one. It's just the most classic because she's on her knees. She's on her knees. She's on her knees. Only you. Only you. Like this is like a psalm. This is like a religious. This is a religious rite right here. This is not a pop song. This is a religious institution. Know what I'm saying? I'd put that forth. I'll put it forth. My law is applied. If this law is about a bride of Satan, then they all are about that. That's all. And there are a million examples. We could go on about this forever. A million examples. The arrangements and the compositions are interesting and distilled, hyper distilled. And there are a lot of decisions that are made in pop that I find interesting as a musician myself, and especially as a drummer. And the chord progressions, they follow a mathematical formula. The intervals in between will dictate the energy that rises up in you in the chord progression. I will say that also. I will put that forth. Hips Don't Lie, Shakira. Remember that? Her Wolf song is the best. Remember, what's that called? Not My Hips Don't Lie, because she's saying that, you know what she's saying about her hips? She's saying that her bones don't lie and her hips don't lie. And if you examine them, then you'll honestly find a surprise. She Wolf. Yeah, She Wolf is an incredible song. She Wolf is really incredible. Because some songs hit you like a sledgehammer. And I wish we could hear this, because this song is good as hell. Like, this song is good. Her Hips Don't Lie. But I would say again, I mean, there's a million things, but just this is the best example right here. I'll say it. Oh, let's see some classic. Yeah, let's see this. We need this right here. Take a look at this. Oh, this is what we need. Look. Sick as tight. Let's see this. The music. Her music is good. Back in the day. Depends what you mean by good. I can't sit here with a straight face and say that it's good. But I mean, it's really good. I'll be honest with you. Look, I'm a musician. I understand this stuff a little bit. I don't, but I have an appreciation for certain choices. Again, interesting choices in some of these arrangements. I found some of them very interesting. But let's take a look at some of the lyrics. I bet they're interesting. There's a deal you can make on a midnight. Walk alone, look around, listen close. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to be reading this shit. I want someone to take this soul. I can't bear to keep it. I'd give it. Just to give it. You know what I'm saying? And all I will take are the consequences. Will somebody take this soul? I think it's a bit interesting. And it sounds a little bit religious. And it sounds vaguely like the selling of a soul to the devil. Could be all love songs. I don't know. But all pop love songs are love songs to the devil or Satan. I don't know if they're two different beings. I don't know. I would put that forth. A lot of the songs that these people write are about their own molestations or initiations or soul selling to this little club that we're in. Guarantee it. There's a deal that I made. 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 I like this one. Oh, the chords? Outfit. Where's the outfit? First of all, let's see the outfit. Now, is this a bit Robert Palmer? What was she What was she thinking with the Robert Palmer? Are you kidding me? What was she thinking with that? Well, I guess it's a good choice. Man, I feel like a woman. That's the only one that I'm even interested in. Because they tell you certain things about themselves in songs in some sort of esoteric way. I think I'll just leave it at that. Bastard! See, I like these things, and we did I'm Going Hungry. And okay, here's an example that I already knew in my soul for many years. But Ifina told me that in Islam, listening to music with lyrics is a sin. And that makes absolute sense to me. That there would be something in a religion that would help its practitioners ward against witchcraft. Music is black magic, music is witchcraft, and you can couple that with the tuning of A to 440. Who knows what music does to you? Who knows what your subconscious hears, even when you're not listening? Who knows what your subconscious hears? Frequencies that you're not designed to hear too much of, so you blank it out. You know, like subliminal stuff, subliminal. You could say this and that. Blacks, they're listening to rap. You could say it like that. Look what rap has done. I'll say this. If you replaced rap with 311, there'd be no hood. Well, they got a lot of stuff working against them in the media and in society and everything. There's a lot of stuff working against them. I get it. So that sounds like a sort of an easy thing. But I'll tell you, the music has has the biggest deal. The music has done the most damage. Oh, you don't think you got the same treatment with emo music? With emo and emo core? You don't think you got the same treatment? It might not have been rap, but it was just as damaging. What about all that music? All the reveling and turmoil and despair and suicide and gothmo and darkness and self-harm and cutting and crying and breakups and all that. Emo was just as damaging to whites as rap is to blacks. Make no mistake about this at all. All music is a demoralizer and a witchcraft to sabotage your life and your destiny. What do you think of that? All of these things are hypnosis. And when I saw a lot of the pop, I don't know, I'm sensitive to a lot of weird stuff in pop because a weird man. I remember Zedd did a song with Foxes, and Foxes is another one at the top of the pop game. I'll be honest with you. Especially the album from a couple years ago, the newest album is really pretty significant. But it was so witchy and so witchcraft. It was like making me ill, and I was like hearing like weird screams and stuff in the end. Not in the end, but like throughout the song. It was like making me nervous. I can hardly listen to pop anymore. It's just in this video, there was like weird stuff. Like Full Metal Alchemist alchemy circles and geometry and stuff that like made me nervous when I saw it. To such a degree where I felt that there was witchcraft happening as I was listening to it. This was years and years ago. I was like, what is this? What is this? I mean, we don't even need to listen to it. Do you guys know what I'm saying? Like there were like alchemy circles and stuff. Like this right here. This disturbed me greatly when I saw this. Look at the video. Look, I don't want to get... just look at this. When I was seeing stuff, I'm like, what am I looking... Hey, that's kind of like Bionicle or something, isn't it? Like, look at this stuff that I'm looking at right now. I'm like, look at him. Hey, he's doing the chorus in the back. Like, this stuff, this made me feel weird when I saw this. This made me feel strange. And I knew there was something bad, very, very vile about it. You guys seeing this? Look at him. I love seeing him. Are you seeing this right now? Like, this was very, very weird to see. Like, this was... I was like, what am I watching right now? Look at this video. And I'm not talking about that. Who could sit through that? But look at this. There was all like witches, and then it turned into witches dancing around, hopping around on beds. I'm like, what am I looking at right now? Look at this. I'm like, these people are doing spells. They're singing about witchcraft. They're singing about sacrifices and initiations. Are you crazy? Is that Catwoman? But you know what I'm saying? Like, this is disturbing to me. Look at this. Like, this scares me. Look at what I'm looking at. That's crazy to me. That shit's crazy to me. Let's see some lyrics. Give me the lyrics. God almighty. Keeps dancing, cuts the floor, still awake forevermore. Taking too much too young. Heart spinning too fast, too far to love someone. What? Now, does anyone know what that means? Have you ever taken too much too young? Has that ever happened to you before? How can you not love that? Isn't that so good? We could make tonight one of those Sister Ray kind of nights. Who's Sister Ray? What do you guys do? Hop on the bed with sparklers? Oh, wait. It's your love. It's mythical. A ritual. Moving like a knife? It's close enough. It's dangerous. Gemini, it's your touch that's got me. Excuse me, woman? Remember that night we got together and we made it one of those Sister Ray kind of nights when our love was mythical, like a ritual, like a knife? Close enough. It's dangerous. But there were many choices on a lot of her albums that are very pretty good pop choices. I'll tell you that right now. I'll say that again. Run Away With Me is very well written. Jake, I bet it is her. I don't know who's right. Maybe she writes her songs. Maybe she arranges them. I don't know, but she's got some bangers. Just so hard to listen to anything like that. That's crazy. And I know it probably sounded like junk on the other side, and I don't really care about, I guess we could do the lyrics, but the choices in a lot of these songs are so much greater than anything you see in newer stuff or in rap and the like. It's just crazy. Some of the choices are crazy. I don't know how else to put it. Third Eye from Tool. There's some weird stuff in that. Prying open your third eye. What's that? Getting a D in the A? You know what I mean? That's an old conspiracy.